Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for Detroit, Jack Flaherty. What do you got on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Coming up on the first pitch, here's Trey Turner. Ground ball left side. Over to first. One pitch and one out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014.
All one. Nope. That's inside.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 2-2. Good eye right there. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. So a man at first. Here comes Bryce Harper. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 now. Late on that fastball. Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-2. Jackknifes out of the way. And it remains 2-2. In the dirt. And a payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground to first. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill for the Phillies, number 22. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
Aye! Ball, that's upstairs.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Upstairs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in. One away. Here's Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Not close with that one. Ball one.
Hey!
And a slider in there for a strike. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air to left center. Rojas settles under it. 2 down. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
Ball.
That's off the
that's
inside corner. Ball 2.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
In for a strike. Now 2-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2 down, nobody on. Got him. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the 2nd. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Fouled off down the right side. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. On the ground to the left.
That's a foul ball.
And foul ball. The 0-2. Just
No,
missed.
that's down.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the
Inside, ball
count.
2.
Keith sends it to first. 1 out in the 2nd. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia.
Aye.
The Phils looking to strike first here at the top of the 2nd. And it stays fair. Here comes Bohm around third. Safe on the
he's
board
in.
first. It's 1-0.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
JT Real Muto at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. And it one-hops the wall. Garcia around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Back-to-back base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
1 out, runner at second. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Ball.
Real Muto, the runner at second with 1 away. This one in the air center field. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's a speed threat, Johan Rojas. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
The 1-1. Out to short. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Ball 1.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
There's the strike. Let's go, 2-2 now. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now here is Spencer Torkelson.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Late with the swing there.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 out, man at first. Now Wenzel Perez.
Ball, that's high.
And the 1-0.
Feels like the fastball is catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
Line drive. He hauls it in. 2 away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Heads up base running right there.
Man on second, 2 down.
Yeah.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. New inning getting started. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one
That's
misses.
ball 4.
So
Take your
leadoff walk.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Quick toss to first. And Turner's back in. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So here is Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Turner runs. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Way out front for strike 2. Good job to fight that one off. Popped in the air, left field, brings it in, 2 down. And now it's Alec Bohm, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Ball 2.
The 2-1 is high. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
In the air, right field. Perez should have this one. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting ninth,
Parker Meadows getting ready to hit.
Meadows.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. And he hits a ground
ball's
ball
foul.
right side and foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And
Ball
that
two.
just misses. In the air, left field, and he makes the catch. Colt Keith digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Runner takes off. Out towards right center field. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Fly to center his first time. Torres
That's a ball.
goes 5 feet 11 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Venezuela. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
That's ball 3.
Good take by Torres. And there's the automatic. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your bait.
Now at the plate, Kerry Carpenter. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball 1.
Right through there for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Fastball is outside.
That's a really good take.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Marsh under it. And the inning is over. Start of the 4th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Torkelson steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Left field. Green takes it in for the out. 2 away now. Here comes Real Muto. He doubled home a run in his first AB. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Ball.
And the 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A monster shot to right. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That's ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2. High fly ball, right field. Garcia has a beat on it, and there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Way
That's ball 2.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one fouled off. Two now. That's
Ball,
inside.
that's inside.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Makes the catch for the second out. Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Went down on strikes his first time through. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right through there for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball,
Pitch
that's
misses outside. Ball 1. Just
Ball, that's
off the
outside.
outside part of the plate.
Did he
Check
go?
swing, now an appeal to third. And he held back, according to Ricky Halladay. Caught him looking for the K. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
This one in the air, center field. Meadows takes it in for the out. And there's one away. Johan Rojas now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Bunting for a hit. And safe.
He's good.
He busted it down the line for that infield single. Trey Turner at the plate. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's just out.
Now a quick throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Swings through that one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner on the go. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up. So a walk puts runners at first and second. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. He's 0 for 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. And a big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ball 1.
Outside low. Ball 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see him.
Down to third, and he gets back safely. 2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Hey!
That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2. Got him swinging. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Fly to left his first time.
Nope.
The 1-0.
Hey!
And there's a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Next offering misses. It's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Colton Keith getting ready to hit. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. Hit in the air, center field. Rojas in position, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Drew Anderson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Boom.
Ball.
The leadoff batter as he looks at ball one.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to
Ball,
work.
that's
They
out.
really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult
Ball
on the
three.
bullpen.
A little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column,
Hey.
but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Fastball in for a strike. Full count now. This one in the air, right field, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Marsh, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
Nope, that's a ball.
Boom. Gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And now
Ball,
the
that's
count
out.
is even. Out towards right center field. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Up next for Philadelphia. The right fielder, Adolis.
One out man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And the 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it. On the ground, out to short. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Zach McCambley.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
On the
That
ground.
ball's
And
foul.
it goes just foul. Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. You'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
Ball one.
Carpenter lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
That's
Way
a
to lay
ball.
off that pitch down.
And
That's
another
ball
ball.
3.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Right through there for a strike. And ball
That's ball
4,
4.
2 aboard. McCambley will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 down. Here's Riley Green. He's already homered here in this one.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. And the runner stays where he is.
That's
Oh, he's
ball
really
2.
working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the
Ball
infield.
3.
A changeup missing. And now 3-0. That's through there for a strike. And that's in for a strike. 3-2 now. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. First and second, 1 out. Spencer Torkelson will hit next. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips it. There's 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto.
Ball in.
And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. This is Bryson Stott.
Let's go, Drew.
That's a strike, and it's 1-2. In the air, left field. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. 1 for 2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Alvarado.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Perez in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And that's just foul. In the dirt, ball 2. Ground ball to the right side. Dives and he can't hang on. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
And here is Zach McKinstry. And that one finds its way through. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here is Dylan Dingler.
Ball.
Misses inside. Ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Here comes the runner.
The throw home. The tag and he's
Got it
out.
right there.
And they cut down the tying run. Now on the bump, Tanner Banks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Digging in, Parker Meadows. The Tigers with the tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Just a slow ground ball this time. Stop. Over to second. To
He's
first.
safe.
Not in time. Great effort there. So digging in, Colt Keith. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Left field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. One runs in. A second scores as well, and they take the lead in the seventh.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. So now the DH spot, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Off the
That's
plate,
outside.
ball 1. And there's a ball.
Inside.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And a ground ball to first. Harper takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kyle Finnegan. Here's Turner now.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That's to third. Throw on to Torkelson, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Schwarber. This guy with light tower power. And the pitch is
That's out.
outside, ball 1.
Hey!
One down, Phillies down a run. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here comes Bryce Harper.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Ball.
Finnegan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Looking to get the tying run on base. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Hey!
And that's
Ball
downstairs and outside.
Pretty easy
Outside,
to
that's
give
a
up
ball.
on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one almost got him.
I know his slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
That one misses.
Nope, that's ball
So
four.
a
Take
leadoff
your bait.
walk. So up next, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That
Ball,
one
that's
misses. That's 5 straight.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with.
There goes the runner. Cut on and miss. Throw.
He's out.
Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto. Late that time, and it's strike 2. On the ground to the left. What a stop. But no chance. That's an infield single. Brad Keller comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So a man aboard. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. And the 0-1. Ball one there.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That
Ball
one way
two.
inside.
Ball
First
3.
pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air out towards right center. Rojas under it. He makes the grab. And up next for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. 1 for 3.
Hey!
Torkelson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Foul ball. And the 0-2. In the air, out towards left center. Rojas on the move. And that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kenley Jansen.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. And that's down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Outside. And the count's even at 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two now. And that's a strikeout looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Marsh,
off the plate,
next
ball
to
1.
hit, takes ball 1. The Tigers trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now here is Adolis Garcia. That one carrying. And it is out of here. A 2-run homer. And they jump in front in the 9th. It's 4-3. 1 down. JT Realmuto steps in. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. A dive, he's got it. From his knees, the throw. Nicely done for the out. New pitcher now, Will Vest. He's into the game with the bases empty. Bryson Stock, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw on to Torkelson, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jhoan Duran.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Dingler leading things off and takes a strike. Just missed. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
One-run game, bottom 9. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Inside, almost got him. Outside, and that is ball 4. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run. Stepping in, Parker Meadows. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Up and in, and that is ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position. Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one
That's
off
ball
the mark. 2-2. Tapped up the first base side. Over to Turner for one. They get the double play, and just one out to go now. Base is empty after the double play. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. And that one missing low.
Ball, that's up there.
2 down, nobody on. And the home team trying to pull it out. That's in there. That's strike one. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. There's the strike, 3-1. And ball four there, tying run is on base. Duran wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike, and that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. This could end it. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed.